So opening day to me means quite a bit. I've actually had some pretty good luck opening day. I've actually I've shot a nice buck opening night. I've seen some real nice deer opening day, whether it be in the mornings or at night. So the anticipation for opening day is pretty high for me. I mean, it gives you, starting in January, going from, as soon as the season's over in January, you're already putting those, trying to put those pieces of the puzzle together to put yourself in position, to capitalize on, to shoot another buck. So, it's, whether it be from all the scouting or, during the course of a year, you're always making adjustments, and it seems like, every once in a while you come across that one little thing that you can tweak to put yourself in position. So opening day, it gives you, that's your first shot at that. It's your first shot at redemption if you have a problem, something that went wrong last year that wasn't necessarily your fault, or things you could control, couldn't control. For me, opening day is when I start watching the weather. I mean, every single day I wake up, what direction's the wind blowing today? Because who knows, I might sneak out after work or whatever, and I'm constantly monitoring the weather. It's like I said, it's the start of the game. You play that game with that big buck all year, and that's where it starts, is opening day. And you can put yourself in a position that deer could come by at any moment, that it's the moment of truth, could happen at any point starting opening day.
At Whitetails Inc., we do all the work and don't hunt with outfitters or guides on huge pieces of managed property.
We're do-it-yourselfers just like you.
Some call us crazy, and honestly, we may be a little psycho.
We document our hunts on camera, enjoying the outdoors as much as the kill.
We have extremely high standards and only compete with ourselves.
The only thing that makes us special is our level of dedication.
We may not have all our fingers, but we more than make up for that with our sweet mustaches.
Welcome to Whitetails Inc.
This episode of Whitetails Inc. is brought to you by
Wicked Tree Gear,
Ozonics, scent elimination that works.
White Knuckle Productions,
Vortex Optics,
Epic Broadheads, Monster X Mineral, Lone Wolf Tree Stands,
Stick and Pick Trail Camera Mounting System,
Tenzing Outdoors,
Arborware,
and Covert Trail Cameras.
It's opening morning. I lost my brother on September 11th, just a few days ago. My brother Brian. I came out this morning just because I knew I had to. I'm out here. The property I'm at, I've gotten pictures of two big bucks. One's a real wide 8-pointer. I don't really have a name for him. He's at least a 4.5. I got pictures of him last year. And the other one was that one. That's the deer I want. I call him him Slimer. That's the biggest deer I've had within bow range in a long time. I have a shed to that deer, and last year I found last spring, and just over the hill. And when I found it, his antler had this big thing of like slimy goop on it. So I decided to call him Slimer. The does came through a while ago, and I was just sitting here, just an absolutely perfect morning. It's beautiful out. Just enjoying my time in the tree with my brother. Anyway, he told me to knock it off, so I gotta knock that off. Sorry, B. Anyway, that other buck came through, and he was out. I didn't even see it. I was just in La La Land. Nice heavy 8-pointer. I don't know what deer it is. Maybe I have pictures of it. I don't know. And then out of the corner of my eye, I see another deer, and I turned and I could see it was a buck, and I got the camera on it. And once I got the camera on it, I was so focused on getting it on film that I didn't even look to see what deer it was. And then all of a sudden I realized it was Slimer. I was trying to get the camera where he was, trying to get my bow up, trying to get everything ready. I had him ranged, got my rangefinder out. And just as I was starting to get everything ready to pull back and shoot, he started walking off, and I won't shoot a whole lot outside of 40. And he was at 41 when I ranged him. Oh, he was beautiful. And he stood out downwind of me, him and that other buck, and they kept getting whiffs of the ozone, and they knew something, but it didn't scare him at all. As a matter of fact, he turned and started coming towards me, and I thought, I'm gonna get this thing done yet. I came down here wanting to kill that deer, and he was within range, and I didn't get it done. Like I said, Brian, I'm killing that deer. And if I do, I'm killing it for you. My sister-in-law, Janine, told me yesterday that she's gonna give me Brian's bow. Obviously, I need a little time to shoot it and to get it where I need it to be, so I have my bow out here this morning, and some things are meant to be and some things aren't. God has a plan for everything. Maybe it's meant to be that I need to shoot that deer with Brian's bow. I told everybody yesterday that I'm going to do something with it that Brian never got to do, and that was shoot a deer. Brian never shot a deer with that bow. I'm just pulling the equipment off of mine and putting it onto Brian's. Getting everything all set up, and then I'm going to start flinging some arrows and see where we're at so I can go shoot the giant tomorrow. Growing up, I always wanted to be like Brian and picked up on all his habits as far as how he shot and everything. And when I pulled back and anchored, his anchor point was exactly the same as mine, so I don't even have to touch any of this. And like I said, I just always wanted to shoot like him, so I mimicked him. I did everything he did, so. Give her a shot. So like I said, that all I did is I threw my sight on Brian's bow, so obviously my sight's a little bit off from what his sight was as far as how it's adjusted. So I'm going to make a couple tweaks and hopefully shoot a lot better than that last one.
Is that where you were aiming?
Nope. I'm back in the teabag stand, the stand that I saw Slimer on yesterday. Waiting for him to come through here again. I got Ryan with me today filming, so it's been quiet it so far.
It's October the 20th. This is my first hunt of the season. We're sitting together in a very high stand. It's a pretty still night, so I highly doubt that too many deer are going to sneak right up on us, but we're going to see what we can do. That's the biggest buck I've ever seen in my life.
That was a dandy there.
150.
He's pushing 150.
He wouldn't come back though.
No. He's a stud, big, deep G2. I didn't think a deer could sneak up on us tonight, but apparently it can. I don't know, it was a giant. Just not within range of her. We probably had it at, I don't know, 35, 40 yards. That's too far for her to shoot, so, I don't know, maybe I'll stroll back through. I'm hunting out in suburbia. It's the first time I've been out here all year. I just finally got a chance to get a camera out here earlier this week, actually. Last year, late October, is when I finally started getting pictures of all the big bucks are out here, so I'm kind of hoping that this year will be the same thing, and maybe one will come strolling through. And all of a sudden I hear a bunch of barking and whatever, and I turn around and look, and 3 dogs come running down. Somebody out walking their dogs this morning. We just had 2 bucks come blazing through here. One was a pretty nice 2.5, it looked like, actually. The other one was just a little 3 or 4 pointer or something. I couldn't tell for sure. Well, that was a nice little buck. Came down from the south of me down in the valley. He's just out cruising. Now if we could just get some big bucks to cruise past. November 3rd. The rut is on. And it's snowing. I kinda like it.
I've got stuff running everywhere. There's bucks everywhere. I've seen like 10 bucks already this morning. There's does running all over the place. I don't even have hardly time to hardly even do an interview this morning. Every time I turn around, I see another buck. There was another great big one up on the hill. I don't know if it was that same big 9-pointer that I videoed earlier this morning or what. No shooters yet this morning. I had one real nice one come right, chase a doe right by, but he was all broke up. But yeah, no shooters yet this morning, so I'll keep the fingers crossed because it is rocking today. Holy crap.
I was introduced to Epic Broadheads 2 years ago when I met the owners at the Eastern Sports Show, and honestly, at first glimpse, I figured it was just another gimmick broadhead design. They were kind enough to provide me with some samples to test, and man, am I glad I took a chance on them. Over the past year, our team have shot, tested, and killed dozens of turkeys and whitetails with them, all with the same result: short and gruesome blood trails. What makes Epic Broadheads different is their patented flight design. They are the only company in the world that have 0 blades exposed during aeroflight, which guarantees the best broadhead aeroflight, period. The beauty of their design is that you don't have to give up cutting diameter, strength, or reliability to achieve this perfect aeroflight. The Epic head is 100 grains, has a 1 3/4 inch cut, and is a 3-bladed broadhead that is quite simply the best broadhead design I've ever seen or used. Upon impact, the outer flange forces all 3 blades out simultaneously and regardless of shot angle. Another key aspect of Epic's design is that at the time of deployment, the outer flange captures the top of your arrow and has a solid metal interior. That equates to the strongest mechanical head on the market. With too many features to mention in this ad, do yourself a favor and shoot an Epic. You'll thank me for it later. To learn more about this incredible broadhead, visit their website at epichunting.com.